Yeah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. I'm so excited. I don't know if you're excited, but as for me, I'm so excited and I'm very grateful. I hope we are all doing very well. I'm very sure some of you don't know me yet. I will introduce myself, of course. My name is Olaniyo Halima Habiono. Please, the pronunciation of the Halima, not Alimot. Halima. Yes, Hafataha, Halima Abiono. And I'm popularly known as Nuri. Yes, that's my my nickname. And I'm the programs manager at IUTB Tech Fellowship. So basically, we are just 33 on the call. The attendance is quite low. What we are going to do, as usual, is for us to go to the group and type. If you're not on the call, you are totally wrong. If it is possible for you to just screenshot, the backdrop, just screenshot it and send it to the group. Send if you're not on the call, you are totally wrong. I'm very sure you guys can hear me. If I'm audible, please thumbs up for me. Let's start. If you can hear me clearly, loudly, please thumbs up for me. I'm saying please, oh. Thank you so much. Thank you. Just one person. Do I have a bad behavior? I doubt it. I'm a good person. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's go to the group. Let's bombard the group with if you're not on the call, you are totally wrong. Jazakumullah khairan. And please kindly mute your mic. It is very important. We don't want to spend more than 2 hours here. Please mute your mic. Make sure you are muted. It is compulsory. Someone is talking despite the warning. Please mute your mic. Abdugani Rahima. Is this Rahima? Yes, Abdugani Rahima. Kindly mute yourself. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you're not on the call, you are totally wrong. Thank you so much, Halima. Thank you so much, Nurain Karim. I can see you dropped it on the group. Thank you so much, Boluwatife, Oyedibu. Yes, thank you so much. If you're not on the call, you are wrong. If you're not on the call, you are wrong. We are now 46. Okay, it's getting better. This is 8:29. We have just 1 minute to go, then we will start, inshallah. So let's start, let's continue dropping it. If you're not on the call, you are wrong. If you're not on the call, you are wrong. You are totally wrong. Thank you. Kindly um mute your mic, father. Rifai Mubarak. Jazakumullah khairan. So alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. We are starting now, right away. Now, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh once again. Good evening. If you joined in from um USA, Canada, I don't know, but anywhere, Sha, good evening, everybody. We are so excited to have you guys with us. Thank you so much for joining in, and a special shout out to okay, yes, a special shout out to Abdugani Abdurrahman Olagunji. Yes, he joined in very, very early. He even joined in before me. Okay, yes, he joined in very early. Abdugani Abdurrahman Olagunju, a special shout out to you. I appreciate that. So what we are going to do right now is your day in a word, just in a word. Like for me, my day was very, very beautiful, but it was stressful. So I'll just say stressful. You go to the chat box and just summarize your day in a word. For me, it was stressful. So in a word, let's do this. Let's do this in a word. Oh, okay. Jamil Alima said tiring. Abdulkarim Kausar said nice. Akiyode Abdul Hakim said survived. Someone said exhausting. Well, Felicia said great, tiring, boring, boring. Didn't you do anything at all? Well, someone said Alhamdulillah, clouds and DevOps. Ekmele. So Henry said cool. Fatima said okay, fruitful, commencing, fruitful. Wow, mashallah. This is very nice. So let's just get started. Our speaker is on the call already, and we don't want to continue to keep him waiting. Yeah, so yeah, this is the order of program for tonight. The first thing, of course, we'll be doing is opening recitation, welcome address, speaker introduction, icebreaker and games webinar, what we are here for. Question and answer, takeaways and networking, closing remarks, announcement, and closing prayer. All right, so let's get started. I'm very sure Idris Abdusalam is on the call with us. Kindly unmute yourself and help us with the opening recitation. Thank you. I hope I'm still
All
audible.
right.
I
Assalamu
hope
alaikum
you
wa
guys
rahmatullahi
can
wa
hear me.
barakatuh.
Okay. Walaikum salam barakatuh.
All right. I hope I'm audible enough, right?
Yes, you are.
Hello? All right. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
yes.
Naam. So, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Surah Al-Fatiha 1. Surah Al-Fatiha 11. Ya Alim 11. Ya Alim Alimni 11. Sanuqri'uka fala tansa 11. Al-Fatiha 1. Surah Al-Fatiha 11. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. This one. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. باسمك يا علم علم لنا علما، باسمك يا علم يسر لنا فهما، حمدت إله العرش حافظ عرشه، وكاشف كربي بل عليم بحاليا، وصلى عليك الله طه المفضل، وآل وأصحاب جميعا عموميا، باسمك يا علم علم لنا علما، بجاه رسول الله طه حبيبيا، باسمك يا علم يسر لنا فهما، وتشرح لنا صدرا أكن من إماميا، باسمك يا علم أحلل عقودات، لكي يفقهوا قولي دواما إلهيا، باسمك يا علم علم لنا علما، بفهم كثير دائما بفهوميا، باسمك يا علم زده لعبدك علوما كثيرا بركا برضائيا، باسمك يا علم جده لعبدك كتابك هذا كله ببيانيا، بتقوى وزهود دائما متخاشعا، بجاه رسول الله أبلغ مراديا، تجيب دعاء العبد عبدك قد دعا دعاء ضعيف دائما متراجيا، وصل وسلم يا إلهي مصومدا على المصطفى المختار صحب وآليا، حق قدره ومقدار العظيم. آمين.
Jazakumullahu khairan. Thank you so much, Madam Hidris Abdul Salam, for that beautiful opening recitation. May Allah continue to increase you in knowledge. Thank you so much once again. So let's move on to the next. So yes, the next on the list on our agenda is the welcome address, and the person that will be doing that for us is no other person than our sister from WebDev, Sister Habibat Akintobi. I hope you're on the call with us. Kindly unmute yourself. If you're on the call, if you can hear me well, kindly unmute yourself. So, Sister Habibat Akintobi, are you with us?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let's go.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Please, can you hear me? Am I audible? Hello, ma'am.
Yes, we
Hello,
can
ma'am.
hear you. So let help us with the welcome address. We can hear you.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good
Abibat
evening.
Akintobi, can you hear us?
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
sorry,
Yes, ma'am.
can you hear me? Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you have the floor.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the IOTB Fellowship, I am excited to welcome you all to our first employability clinic. Today marks an important step in our journey, not just as a learner in tech, but as emerging professional preparing to enter and thrive in the workforce. At IOTB Tech, we believe that technical skill alone are not enough. To truly succeed, we must understand how to position ourselves, communicate our value, and navigate the job market with confidence. This employability clinic is designed to bridge the gap, to bridge that gap. This is a space where we will learn practical strategy, gain real-world insights, and hear directly from experienced professionals who understand what it takes to stand out. As this is our first clinic, it sets the foundation for many more sessions to come in the coming months, featuring different speakers and covering key areas of career growth and professional development. We encourage everyone here to actively participate, ask questions, take notes, and make the most of this opportunity. Let's approach today with open minds, and a readiness to grow. Once again, welcome to the IOTB Employability Clinic. We are glad you are here. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Thank you so much, Abibat Akintobi. Thank you so much for that beautiful welcome address. Our speaker is already on the call. We don't want to keep him waiting, but there is just one icebreaker we need to take before we welcome our speaker. So now the icebreaker is why I started versus why I'm still here. I know you guys just spent probably 1 month and a half, but yes, some people are already giving up and they don't want to move on any longer. So why I started versus why I'm still here. I started tech because this is what you're going to do. It's just for 5 minutes. I started tech because, but I'm still here because you understand. I started here because, but I'm still here because I hope you're with me. I started tech because, but I'm still here because last year I started tech because I wanted to make an impact, right? But I'm still here because I'm here to make that impact. So it continues, learning continues. So I'm waiting. Nothing in the chat box yet. I started tech because, but I'm still here because I'm waiting. Nothing yet. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Thumbs up if I'm audible, please.
Yes, ma. You are.
All right, so nothing in the chat box. What's happening? Don't raise your hand. Just okay. I started here because I wanted to upgrade, but I'm still here because I still want to upgrade. That's very nice from Mulikat. Just one person. Wow, I can't believe you guys. You guys don't have, or you did not have a reason before joining IOTB Tech. Why? Because nothing is in the chat box. So let me conclude. That's my final conclusion. Another person said, I started tech because I'm on self-development mission and I'm still here because I'm still on the same mission. Beautiful. This is from Akinkumi Sherifat. Another person said, I started tech because I love remote roles. Wow. I'm still here because I still love remote roles. Beautiful. Ibrahim Sulaiman Aladipo. Abibat Olamide said, I started tech because I want to be part of the solution to problem in the world and make money. Money, ego is very important. I'll see here because I want to learn more. Barakallahu. Someone, Aliyah said, I started tech because I find it interesting. Scholar. But I'm still here because I've been learning and improving. Barakallahu. Someone said, I started tech because I wanted to teach kids future skills. I'm still here because I want to do more and grow in tech. May the Almighty make it possible for you. This is from Uyi. Okay, so sorry, I don't know. So apologies for murdering your name. Another person said, I said tech because I want to be the best in what I do, and I'm still here because I still want to be the best. That is it. Aruno Hadamu. Okay, this is interesting. Bade Geshin Dawood said, I started tech because I want to make money. All these people. Okay, but I'm still here because I'm here to achieve my goal. Well, better we are Nepo babies, right? Okay, Lapo. No, we are Lapo. Me, I'm not Nepo. We are Lapo babies. We need to make money. And lastly, I started tech because I want to improve and practicalize my skills. And this one is from Abdul Kadir Olasikomi. Oh, let's continue having it. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, you guys participated well. This is so interesting. Now, so we want to welcome our speaker. Meet our speaker. Don't let me tell you, this man is a big man. Alhamdulillah. So meet our speaker. I won't be the one to introduce him. Of course, we have someone from I think the data analytics stack. Yes, by Henry Ugochukwu. So Henry Ugochukwu, if you can hear me, you can unmute yourself, unmute your mic right now, then take the our speaker citation. Thank you. Henry Ugochukwu.
Good evening, everyone.
Okay, sorry.
Good evening.
Henry, are you with me?
Good evening. Yeah, good evening. Good evening, man. Good evening, everyone.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. It's an honor and a great privilege to introduce our speaker this evening. Abdul Fattah Mohammed Adebakin is an experienced IT professional with a diverse background in applications support and engineering. Starting as a computer hardware engineer at GSAM Computers, Abdul Fattah progressed to roles including e-payment and team lead at Fidelity Bank PLC, focusing on e-payment systems management. Further leadership experience was gained at Sterling Bank PLC at Leatherback, where Abdul Fattah implemented application lifecycle management frameworks and structured support function respectively. Currently serving as a mid-level manager for IT Limited. Abdul Fattah oversees critical credit applications, ensuring optimal operational performance. Educational credentials include National Diploma in Computer Engineering and a bachelor's degree in physics from University of Lagos. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in warmly welcoming our Mohammed Adebakin. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eri. Please, let's jointly welcome Professor, no, sorry. Let's jointly welcome Abdul Fattah Muhammad Adebakin with a standing ovation. I know that I cannot see you guys, but let's stand and clap for him with a standing ovation. If you're not standing, you're wrong. You're totally wrong. So yes, let's welcome him. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody. Now, so you have the floor, sir. Kindly unmute your mic and take us away, blow us away. Thank you.
Okay, can you guys hear me? Hello? Can anyone
Yes,
hear
sir,
me?
you are audible. Yes, sir, you're
All right.
audible.
Hello. We can hear you.
All right, all right. I don't need to put on my video, right? Just share my slides and talk. Is that fine?
Can we see you for a bit? Just a bit. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Um, just so that I'm trying to share my slides. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can see your screen.
Okay, all right. So, sorry, I saw something that's okay. All right. So, well, it's great to be here tonight, right? And I think the moderator just called me a professor. Don't change my destiny, please. I'm not trying to go that route, please. So, but that's fine. Um, Good evening, everyone. Uh, Brothers and sisters, or techies, and maybe we have non-techies here too. Anyway, so I'll just start by the usual method, um, glorifying Allah and seeking for protection throughout this short session. I think it's 45 minutes or less. Short session we're going to have. So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد عبدك ونبيك ورسولك نبي المي الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق الناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم آمين. We start with the name of Allah, and we'll pray Allah guide us through this session, grant us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Now let's go into the topic, right? Clarity in tech, knowing yourself beyond the hype. Then the topic says understanding your why and how it shapes your growth. So if I had this session maybe 2 days ago, I would have told each and every one of us to quit tech. I'll probably go and start farming because should I say it gets better, but the road is just rough. So sometimes you smile, sometimes you cry. Even while you are still a quartz, should I say quartz scholar, you still feel that tempo. Not to not talk about when you're in the industry itself. So it's been a long 2 weeks of maybe 3 hours or 2 hours sleep in a day. So I also apologize for my voice. Maybe I still need to rest a bit. So understanding your why and how it shapes your growth. I know a lot of us went into tech for went into tech for someone said for money. I heard that part. Someone said they want to be able to teach kids. Another person said they want to be able to work remotely and those things. Uh, joining those whys together, you actually move in and out of those things. That's the truth. So your why cannot be stagnant. Yeah, it's a moving stuff, right? You always move. So if your why is you want to work remotely, yeah, at some point you work remotely, but you can't say the future. Sometimes you may work hybrid, sometimes you may even move on site, right? Sometimes you may even meet yourself teaching kids also. You're already moving along another person's why. So whys will change. Yeah, whys will change. Sometimes you will do it mainly because you want to make ends meet. You want to make money because that is crucial to you at that point. So that's just me summarizing your whys and tech. It's not stagnant. Your whys will actually change. But what are those things underneath your why is what will determine how far you are going to go in this tech journey. So going into the first slide, at times there's the crisis of infinite options. Going into tech, you start thinking about a lot of things. Oh, I want to learn React. No, I'm not learning React. I want to learn Angular. No, 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 that's too. Oh, I want to learn Rust. Oh, I want to go into cloud engineering. Oh, is it AWS? I start with or Azure. No, 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 no. Sorry, let me start with blockchain development. No, I think Web3 is nice. Or no, 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 let me go into sysadmin and networking and all those things. So you get confused, right? A lot of things come and you just want to learn it. You just want to learn it. You just want to learn it. So the truth is the reality of velocity in this tech space is technology will always evolve, right, at a pace that renders static curricula obsolete within months or even, I won't say years, months. So the way technology evolves, if you're not careful, what you learned 5 months ago may not be so useful by the next 6 months, right? So technology evolves, right? You just need to upgrade. That's the reality of technology, right? And there's an hidden cost in it. Is you want to learn a lot of things. It leads you to anxiety. You have this imposter syndrome. You have this career FOMO. The formula of FOMO is God. Um,
Fear
let me
of
just
missing out.
describe it.
Fear of
The
missing
fear
out.
of missing out. Yeah, the fear of missing out, right? So you just don't want to miss out on anything. Your guys are talking about AWS, and you are just a UI UX person, and somehow you felt curious and you say, "Oh, I want to go and learn AWS," right? Because your guys are actually talking about it, you want to be aware and all those things. You just want to learn it. So those things, right, are the things that actually crowd our whys, why I want to do this. So if you don't have a solidified why, you just jump here and there. And the hype also is a lot of people have hype tech. Tech this, tech that, tech this. Everyone wants to go into tech, right? But what they don't know is tech actually gives you a map. We are in 2026, right? Tech gives you a map of 2026. By 2027, that map may have expired. So what I'm trying to say is you have a should I say structural plan to be a web development engineer or web developer, right? And you already structured, you are learning this, I learn this, I learn this, I learn this, I learn this. In 1 or 2 years, I'm very sure that structure will change because of new technologies, new designs and all those things, or new applications that people are now using at that time. So the map tech gives you, it expires, right? The only reason you'll be able to survive in that space is if your why gives you a compass that lasts. So we'll talk about the whys, the things that comprises it, and the things that make that structure, right? So we're going to the next slide. Let's just divert a bit. So the first frame shows someone that is always chasing everything, right? And I'm very sure some of us will have been in these shows. They're chasing new tools, we are learning more courses, we are going after new framework, all at the same time. You have not even finished one, you are going into another one. Oh, is this thing that is trending now? Let me quickly go and learn it. Brrr. You go and learn it, dump what you are learning before, new tools and the rest, right? That's the first person. Why the second person is just someone that is not stagnant, right? Is on his lane. The outside noise is not affecting him. He's actually focused on what he has internally already. So this question goes to us. I'll just name maybe 1 or 2 people to answer.
Alima, is it just from my
Yes.
end? I can't see screen again, and I can't hear him again.
I think it's a general problem.
Mm, I think it is his network. Yes, but it's going to join us very soon. It's going to join us back. Yes, very soon. I'm already in his DM. So pending the time, let me keep reading the why why I joined tech or something like that. I'm coming. Just give me a minute, please. All right. So someone said I started tech because of peer pressure, but I'm still here because I want to change my narrative. Like this is so beautiful. There are a lot of people we joined tech because, oh, my friend is there, this is what is in vogue, I need to learn this, I need to learn that. So you want to change the narrative. This is so beautiful. Another person said, I started here because I wanted to upgrade and make a positive difference. I'm still here because I'm not done. This is beautiful. Adeleke Comfort. Henry Oluwaseyi said, I started tech because I want personal development. I'm still here because I'm on a mission. Yes, we are still on a mission. That's it. That's the energy. Another person said, I said it because I want to have a great impact to my religious. And also, yeah, okay, so TQ asked the question before he left, before his network cut him off. Can someone answer the question? If you are interested in answering the question, just raise your okay, yeah, just unmute your mic. Raise your hand first. Raise your hand first, then you can unmute your mic. I'll call the person, then you unmute. Who is interested? We are waiting. Okay, Akiyode Abdul Hakim. Beautiful. Go on.
Please, can you recap the question?
Okay, good morning. The question was on have you ever joined tech, right? Have you ever used this tube and because of somebody I never use it again? So based on that, actually, I went graphic design and I don't do graphic design again. I'm audible. I don't know if I'm audible. Am I?
I can hear you. You're audible,
You're
can
Yeah,
hear
audible,
so
sir.
you.
I'm done actually. I'm done.
Okay, sorry. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
You're audible.
sorry. Sorry, I don't know if it's network or something. The things just tripped off. So let me just hold on why the admin make me a presenter because at the moment I can't share my screen.
We're on it, sir. Apologies for that.
All right, no problem. So I think is it Abdulhakim that just answered the question now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Hold on, filming.
Sir, you can share now. Thank you.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yes,
Okay, all
sir.
right. I apologize for that short break, right? So the question is, have you ever learned a tool just because everyone else did, only to never use it? I think Abdulhakim said he learned graphics design, but he never used it. So you learned it because everyone was learning it, right? Or you have a friend that is actually into graphics design and you feel, oh, let me learn this also. Maybe it will be useful or something. So can I have one more person while we now move on to the next slide?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Yes, I learned Figma UI UX. Ever since I've not been using it at all.
Okay. Um, that's that's cool. Um, but the beautiful thing about these things is there will be one day it will be useful, right? I learned graphics design too. I can't even remember most of the tools again. CorelDRAW, Photoshop, um, Adobe. Adobe has like maybe 12 of those tools that you can use for anything graphics, video, and the rest. So I learned it. I think I used it actually, made some money, then actually dump it. But that skill stays with you, right? It stays with you. But the point here is the why you actually learn it. They don't learn it because everyone else was doing it. Everybody wants to be a developer. Oh, I need to go and be a developer too, right? So it's a wrong should I say assumption to think, oh, because someone succeeded in one area or was able to learn something, I should be able to learn it also because interest actually differs, right? So that takes me to the next slide. So what is your why in tech, right? We should all be thinking about this in our mind because I'm still going to ask one or two questions about it. What is your why in tech? So at the top, let's call this maybe a C-level thing. At the top, what you see is your skills. Oh, I can write scripts in Python. Oh, I can design UX, UI, UX. Oh, I can actually um, run through the development of an application end to end as a project manager. I can scale a product, bring in new features, analyze it as a product manager. Or I can analyze data, look at trending things to make decisions using Excel, SQL, and the rest. Those are your skills, right? Those are the things that are the top level that people will see. But the things beneath the surface is your why. And why deals with values, impacts, and energy. So what value do you actually want to give? Which impacts or what impacts do you want to give? Where does the energy come from, right? Which we are still going to touch, right? So beyond the job title that I'm a data analyst, I'm a data engineer, I'm an application support person, I'm a cloud engineer, I'm a graphics designer, I'm a product manager, project manager, anything. Your why, which is the core need, all right, that you satisfy through technology. So your why should have values. You list it, impacts, and where the energy comes from. Do you like coding, right? I code to turn chaos into systems that scale. So that person, you'll know that, oh, this person should be maybe a software developer, a system builder, right? Oh, I build to reduce repetitive work and human error. Those are people that try to automate things, efficiency experts. Oh, I debug to restore flow and peace for others. Those are probably application support people or application lifecycle engineer that sees things, turn it to the developer to fix, then deploy, all right? Next slide says the three layers of your why. We have the surface, we have what we call, let's say, the social, and we have the core itself. The surface, it deals with what, right? I want a tech job, right? That is actually the first thing each and every one of us wants, right? You want a tech job, but do you actually know how to, right? Social, where? I want to respect money, remote work, as someone said, right? Those are valid things to motivate you, but yet they are fragile under pressure, right? If pressure comes, and there's pressure in tech, back to back pressure. So if you are doing it because of respect, someone younger than you will disrespect you in tech. Someone younger than you, let's say, gets a job and your team lead is actually someone younger than you. All right. If you join tech because of respect, one day your team lead will lambast you for not meeting up timeline. And from that day, you now feel bad. Right. So it's fragile once pressure comes in. The same with money. If you are joining tech because of money and that money does not come quick, you actually abandon it, because you want to eat, you need to feed, especially when you now have a family. You abandon it for another thing that can bring you quick money, right? If you join tech because of remote work, I can say for a fact that remote work are not as rampant as before again. If we are talking about 2020, the time of COVID, 2020, 2021, remote work was everywhere. Everyone was just, every company, especially tech company, they were just recruiting back to back. But I can tell you for free today, most of the roles that were recruited in 2020, 2021, I call them panic recruitment. Most of those roles, most of them have been sacked today. That's why you hear Google sacking 30,000 people, Microsoft relieving 10,000 employees, blah, 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 like that. So we called it a panic, like the way you say the panic buy. I think people that deal with Forex used to use that statement. So we call it panic recruitment. right? Oh, remote is this, remote, oh, come and work for us like that. And aside that, a lot of companies that actually went into fully remote that time, they've returned back to fully on-site or hybrid. Now imagine you join tech because you want to work remote. And one day your employer says, oh, my guys, you need to return back to the office. You need to start working from the office. So it disrupts your journey. Then the core itself, the main thing that should be your why is, for example, let me say, I feel most alive when I solve that problem. So that is your permanent driving engine. Oh, I feel alive if I solve people's problem. Oh, this person is going through, is a businessman, is making a lot of sales, but at the end of the day, is not getting his competition right. Oh, I want to solve this problem. Solving problems should be your core reason why you want to go into tech. Money and all those things, they are just at the surface. They shouldn't be your core because those things can disappear. It can change, which is the same thing I started with at the beginning of the session is wise we change. So you should be able to um, should I say transit, something like transition between the surface, the social, and the core. Moving, yes, sometimes you need the core to drive you. Sometimes you need the social. The core is permanent, right? Sometimes you need the social. Oh, I want to make money. That's why I'm accepting this job offer, right? Sometimes you just need the surface. I just want a tech job like that. But you should be able to move, transit along those three layers while maintaining your core reason why you are into tech. So you need to be able to fill in that gap, which I stated here. You finish that sentence in your mind right now, right? What problems make you lose track of time? What are those problems that you feel, oh, these are actually what's going into tech for? All right. And those things now becomes your driving engine. So another thing is, why do most people get stuck? Right? We've seen people learn tech, and at the end of the day, they just go into other things. All right. We have this hype cycle. You know, there was a time, it's not tech is not like before again. If you look at 2018, 2019, 2020, there was this hype about, all right, there was this hype about tech, right? Oh, tech this, tech that. Everyone wants to go into tech, blah, 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 like that. So this is the one raining. Oh, it's Web3 that is raining. I think there was a time, 2023, right? Web3 this, Web3 that. I don't think, let's say a million people went into Web3 that year. I'm not sure there are up to 10,000 people left in that space, right? Because a lot of people follow the hype, right? Oh, is what is it called? Cybersecurity that is reigning. Oh, cybersecurity that, cybersecurity this. A lot of people just jump onto it, bam, cybersecurity. Then when they enter cybersecurity, they see that cybersecurity contains of application security, it contains of network security, it contains of a lot of background things that you need to know. In fact, even software engineering too, that you need to know as baseline to even be a cybersecurity engineer or anything. So a lot of people go into it, and by the time they start networking, basis on networking, IP address, subnetting, and all that, they just quietly move away. So the hype, it gets to the peak, then they crash, right? They chase marketable skills without personal fits, right? So it leads to maybe they learn it for 6 months. And after 6 months, they just burn out and say, oh, this is not my interest. That's because they were not sure of their why before going to all those things. They only follow the hype cycle. Then we look at the purpose parts. right? We have the art circle, people that follow the noise, then the purpose parts, people that followed the real reason, the core reason, right? The core reason to go into or to dwell into tech. So, sorry. Sorry.
Take yourself.
So, yeah, sorry. Uh, I was trying to, something distracted me. A message came in. So, the purpose parts, right? People that actually go into tech for a particular reason, all right? And they are actually concentrated on that reason. They did not follow the noise. They've done their assignments. They've looked at all the parts. They've looked at every angle and decided that we want to go into this. They've seen the background of it. Or if I want to be a data engineer, I will learn SQL, Python, Excel, and Power BI and the rest, right? And if I want to go into monitoring and all those things, I need to learn Prometheus, Grafana, Elasticsearch, and the rest, right? So DevOps need to know about cloud engineering, finance, Kubernetes, and the rest. So they already have that information. They already looked at the curriculum and say, okay, this is something I can go into, then go into it. Those are people that will keep on moving beyond the 6 months burnouts because they already know what this path they chose entails. So the case study I said earlier is the Web3 hype of 2023. And at the end of the day, it's left thousands of people stranded because a lot of people went into it without even understanding what it is. They just say, oh, he's making money, he's making money. And they actually went into it without a clear reason, a clear why, right? Pivoted with purpose and not panic, right? You need to go in line with purpose and not go in line with panic, right? So next slide says, sorry, next slide says the strategy, using your why as a compass, right? We have the noise, you move away from the noise, right? Drive yourself towards your why and become a master of whatever you want to learn. Looking at the first scenario, right? You want to be a data storyteller. That's just a name. Is data analyst or data engineer, right? You want to state stories with data. Your focus should be on SQL, visualization, which is Power BI or any other tool used for visualization, and tools used for business logic, right? Excel, Python, and the rest, right? You need to ignore things like kernel development. You want to go and be writing code for embedded systems. You want to go and be learning. When you know what you want to do is actually data. So why are you stressing yourself going into AWS and the rest? So if you are a master already in your data, then you can use those ones as side also. Yeah, side learning also, or side also learning, let me put it that way. So, but your focus should be on the things that will actually lead you to be a master of data. The same thing with creator tooling. What creator tooling is, people that build softwares that are used for what's this thing that everybody is doing now? Content creation, right? People that build those tools. What you need to learn are APIs, how to consume APIs. There are already APIs for those things. How to consume API, the UX, and quick iteration. What you don't need is you want to go and be learning graphics, compiler design, and the rest. You ignore the noise, then you focus on the main thing. So one thing, what this does for you is self-awareness. You know who you are, right? And you know what you want, and you know why you want that thing. So once you have those things in one bucket, it constrains your choices, right? You don't go into a lot of things. You already have your why, your what, your where, and the rest, and how, right? It's already limits you to a choice. Instead of 1,000 things, you are limited to 10, then you cannot filter out. But if you don't have this self-awareness thing, right, you are not constrained. You want to pick everything, pick 1 million things at the same time. And the self constraints is is the core of mastery. So the resilience formula, resilience equals to the clarity of why plus frequency of small wins. So you are clear, very clear about your why in tech, right? And at the same time, you are keeping up with small wins. So without why, let me use software development as an example. Without why, if you develop a software and you find a bug in it, or it's even shipped to production and the user find a bug in it, and they report it back to you as a developer. If you are not clear about your why, all right, you will take that feedback like a personal failure, right? If you lack context, it leads to rapid burnout and learning fatigue. But with a core reason to your why, a bug feel like an interesting puzzle. I know developers that when they hear bug, they're always happy. And I know developers that when they hear bug, they are sad. They don't even want to hear it, right? Some developers, they see bug as a learning phase for them, right? To do more things, to learn more things, and to fuel their long-term narrative, deepen their mastery. Why some says bug, I don't know. Some of us may have worked with different types of developers. You complain there is a break in something, and they just become furious and start arguing with you, especially with the QA people. A QA engineer complain about something to a developer, and the developer starts arguing. You can easily know that type of developer. Another developer, a QA engineer complains to you that there's a bug somewhere that you need to fix, and developer just say, oh, that's nice. Let me quickly check it out and fix it. So one is clear about the reason why he's into software development. The other one is confused, right? It doesn't have his why. He just wants to build and drop, and it doesn't work that way. So there's a framework which I want to share with us on finding your tech niche. I think we already did that because we already have our stacks, right? Which we are learning presently with IoTB Tech. But at the same time, I can still refresh your mind towards this. So you want to be building things. You want to create new things. You want to develop solutions and the rest. Then you are looking at software development, tooling libraries, learning open source tools and the rest, right? You want to be fixing things. You want to optimize. You want to repair. Then you are looking at, or you want to be catching these cyber people, cyber security guys. So you are looking at SRE, site reliability engineer, or security as it is. So it's actually compared. So SRE is different from security, but in some aspects, SRE can also do some first level security checks. So you want to fix things, you are looking at SRE rules. Oh, I like consulting, right? I like consulting. Oh, you should be looking at technical advisory roles, project management, product management, and the rest. And you can actually, as a software engineer also, you can actually scale up to consulting. You like mixing with people, you go into consulting. You like mixing with people, you become a product engineer or a product designer, We always mix with developers, mix with the users, project managers, and the rest. So I'm going to share this slide so that we can understand this better because of time. So your strengths inventory, what gives you energy, right? Does explaining complex things, like you like explaining things to people. Oh, if people don't get the code in your class, you are the one that comes out and say, oh, this is how the tutor did this, this is how the tutor did that. So designing systems from scratch, do you like that? Is that what you like doing? Making ugly interfaces usable, that's for the UI UX guys, right? Or products, should I say product designers? All right. Automating other people's boring tasks. Oh, you want to be an automating engineer. You want to be able to use tools for insight purpose. You want to be able to set up Grafana to send emails and the rest. Oh, sorry, there's a voice underneath. Hello? Sorry, is that the moderator? Hello? Okay. Hello, can anyone still hear me?
I'm hearing
Yes,
you,
sir.
sir.
You can continue,
Yes,
sir.
sir, we can
Okay.
hear you.
Yes,
Can
I
you?
can
Yeah,
hear
we are
you.
here, sir. Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, all right. Sorry.
Can you?
I heard the background voice. So I thought the person was trying to communicate with me. So if you are good at something, but anytime you do that thing, you're always drained at it, then it's not a long-term strength. All right. Strength is skill and energy. You know how to write code and you are ready to sit 24 hours doing it in a day, right? That is a core insight to your why. That means you are born to be a software engineer, but you want to write code and 4 hours, you're already tired of debugging. Then you should start rethinking that is this something I want to go to? And generally, tech as a whole, you should have this energy of digging things, irrespective of the stack you find yourself. It is a core skill in tech, right? It's a major skill in tech. The ability to sit, investigate, troubleshoot things, irrespective of the stack. If you're a product designer, you will troubleshoot, right? If you're a data analyst, you troubleshoot. If you're a project manager, you will troubleshoot, because when these guys, the software developer, build beans for you, sorry that I'm using the word we refer beans is when somebody build something that is not working, or you pour, okay, if you pour stone inside beans, it means another thing. We have different types of beans also, depending on the kind of bug we see, but that's just by the way. So your core strength is your skill plus the energy you put into it. Then you realize that, okay, this is my way. If you're a tech person and you feel bored about what you're doing, then you should start thinking about buying maybe 1 acre of land and start planting maize. But if you're a tech person and you are happy sitting, debugging things, troubleshooting things, looking, especially QA people, looking for things that can spoil or things that are spoiled, all right, then that is actually your path, right? You are good to go. So let's now shift our mindset, right? There are two things. You are learning tech because you are looking for a job, right? Job seeking mindsets. There's this other one, you are learning tech because you want to build a career in it and grow. Career building mindsets, right? So if you are the job seeking mindset, and both is fine. That's it. Both of them is fine, right? You can pick any of them and you can actually merge both. I advise you merge both, because if you learn tech and it doesn't put food on your table, then it's useless. right? So you should have this job-seeking mindset, and you should also at the same time have this career-building mindset. So your primary focus for job building, seeking mindset is what pays the most right now, right? What pays the most right now? I think right now is AI engineers that are paid the most. I don't think there's any other course skill in tech that pays more than people that build AIs and the rest. So what do I need? Which certificates do I need to be able to get such jobs? That's to provide evidence for your learning. So you collect certificates and the rest. Then another core question is, do I fit this job description? Right? That's a core question you need to ask yourself. If you're actually looking at a job in front of it, you're actually focusing on something like this job is what I want, and that's why I'm learning this tech. Then you need to answer all these questions and actually work towards it. All right. Optimization too. How can I easily get the offer immediately, immediate offer? All right. What are the things I need to do? What are the things I need to learn sharp, 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 and quickly go into it and get the job? Right. Let's now look at the career building mindset also. What teaches me the most? That's your primary focus, right? What do you do that teaches you or that imparts knowledge in you the most? Is it when you are coding, do you learn more? Or when you are doing this or that, do you learn more? Or even when you are playing football. So some of us may be born to be a footballer, but we still want to go into tech. All right. So builds evidence of unique impacts, right? This thing that you feel when you do it, you learn a lot of things. Do you actually have evidence of whatever impact it has made within you? All right. So this thing you are doing that you feel whenever you do it, you learn it, does it fit into your core reason, right? Your core reason of going into tech, which is your why, and also long-term trajectory of it. Oh, what do I want to be in maybe 10 years, 20 years time? For example, what I'm saying is you get a job, all right? You are currently doing a 100K job presently, 100,000 hour job, and you get another job that pays you maybe 300K, and you feel, no, I'm not accepting the 300K job. I still want to be with my 100K job. Some people are like that. And to answer that question is, or to explain that concept is, it's possible that in the 100K job, they are getting more value than the money, right? There is career growth. There is, you have a team lead that keeps you, that makes sure you are learning, it gives you tasks and the rest. And you are growing more than the 200% increase that is on the other job. So some people sacrifice for it because their why at that moment fits that purpose. Why some people's why is they want to make more money. So if such a person sees a 300K job, the person moves. There's nothing bad in both individuals. So it just depends on your why at that moment, which I explained earlier. So there are action plans, right? You identify, you audit, then you experiment. Write down 3 moments you felt proud in tech. What was the core need? Like, okay, I'm coming, sorry. Okay, the moderator just said I have 10 minutes more. And I think that's a lot of time, Seth. So you identify, write down 3 moments you felt proud in tech. What was the core need meant? Then you know that that is your why, right? Maybe you were trying to figure something out. Maybe you were learning coding and You did one thing. You built a calculator. I think it's calculator that is the first thing in those days. You built a calculator and you felt so happy doing it, right? And maybe you were looking for, maybe calculator was not available to you, no phone, nothing, and you were able to do that thing and you were happy doing it, solved your problem at that moment. Then you should know that, oh, okay, I think this is my own reason to go into tech, and you hold on to it, right? Then you audit yourself, you audit your learning resources, you audit your circle, right? The circle you move with. So if you already know your why, right? And in that process, you had a lot of resources. You have data analyst resources, you have QA resources, you have DevOps resources. Then start shelving those things. Yeah, you can keep it for future, but they are not something to concentrate on at that moment. So you shelve them aside and is he awake? You shelve them aside and you focus on, let's say, is software development. You focus on the resources, learning resources of software development until you're a master um, in that area. Then you experiment, right? You redefine your next project to test your why, not just to impress. You want to feel, maybe if you build something, you will still feel the same happy moments or not, right? And you focus on the narrative of the impacts, right? So I think this is the last page. The tech industry will forget your stack every 5 years. So if you look at it, if you look at, we're in 2026 now, 2021, we had roles that are not there today again. In 2026, you are now hearing different roles. In fact, content creation is now a role on its own. Social media manager is a role. AI, ML engineer is a role. Application security is now a role on its own, not under cybersecurity. A lot of things, new roles. So if you focus on a particular stack, right, without a core reason why you went into that stack, by 5 years' time, you just see that you are lost, right? But if you have a strong why, you will be able to rebuild yourself faster than any framework can deprecate. So what that means is you get your why solidified before learning anything, because that framework you are learning today may be obsolete in the next 5 years, right? And by that 5 years, the only thing that will drive you is the reason why you started in the first place. If your reason is defining problems or finding solution to problems, then you will pick up another framework and move on from there. But if your focus is solely on money and you learn software engineer, learning a particular framework because you want to make money, by the time that framework is obsolete in the next 5 years, then you find yourself stranded. So the last thing I think I still have maybe 6 minutes more, 5 minutes more. The last thing I want to include is, as you move on in this journey with your core reason, which is your why, you need to also, how do I put it? You need to also collaborate, right? You need to also mix with people. Don't do a self, should I say self journey? Oh, I want to be on my own. I don't want to mix with people, because at the end, a lot of roles are not advertised, right? You guys are core members. you guys should relate with one another. One day, one person in your cohort will just feel, oh, there's this guy, and they are looking for so roles in my organization. Let me just reach out to this person. If you look at it, 80% of jobs are not advertised. The people you feel, oh, I'll wait till January, they will call for vacancy and the rest. I can tell you for free that every company recruits every day. Every company, they recruit every day. The only reason they will advertise graduate trainee, this is so that everyone can know that, oh, this company is recruiting, and they recruit few people. But every blessed day, new people are resuming to organizations. So make friends while you are learning, all right? Learn from your peers and build integrity, because integrity is very important. I once engaged someone that does not have integrity for a job role. Right? If someone needs a job role and I know that this person does not have integrity, I won't pitch that job role to that person. So make sure you have integrity, mix with your peers, understand the reason why you are going into tech, and be clear, and also know that the whys will change at moments, depending on the moment you find yourself. There are some moments it is money you need. There are some moments it is core skills you need, right? There are some moments, oh, you need a remote work. There are some moments remote work will suddenly change to on-site. So you'll be flexible enough, right, to scale as those things happens. So may Allah bless this lecture. And I apologize for probably maybe I didn't meet up with the standard, right? A lot of back and forth, to and fro like that this week. So showed up somehow. So just help me accept it. I will share the slides in a PDF format with I think the moderator, the program manager, and maybe when we go through it again, 1, 2, or 3 times, we'll be able to get more things from this. May Allah bless it for each and every one of us. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Wallahu khairan.
Mashallah. Oh, I
Jazakumullah
don't know
khair.
what to say. I'm short of words, but this is so beautiful, honestly speaking. Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you so much for this beautiful lecture. I'm very sure the fellows have learned a lot of things, same as Alima. Like I've actually learned a lot of things, despite the fact that I know that I'm not a professional, but but I learned a lot of things, honestly. Thank you so much. Please let's appreciate him. I cannot even see anything in the chat box. What's happening? What is happening, my people? Nothing in the chat box. You guys are not thanking him. No reaction, no nothing. We are going to sue all of you. Jazakumullah khairan, Jazakumullah khairan. Hey, oh yeah, Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. This is so beautiful. He made mention of something. He said collaborate. Collaboration is very important. Don't just limit yourself to your stack alone. Don't just say because I'm a web developer or I'm learning web development, I'll just make friends, from web development and that is all. No, you can't live your life like that, honestly, because you need people. We need ourselves to make it in life. Meet people from other stacks, motion design, clouds and DevOps, data analytics, graphics. Meet people. You guys should network. That is the importance of, the main group, the Stellar Titans group. Just drop something on the group. If you see anything outside that you know that it is beneficial to people, screenshot it, send it to the group, connect, network. It is very important. So that collaboration is very important. Thank you so much. We sincerely appreciate. You guys should know that we are just getting started. We have more for you, not tonight, Sha, but we have more for you. We have more programs for you, honestly. Thank you so much once again, TQ. So the next thing on our agenda is, I don't know if my screen is visible. Am I showing my screen at all? Can someone help me confirm?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Thank you.
Visible.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, thank you. So, question and answer. Yes, question and answer. So we are going to give room for, let's say, 3 questions. Just 3 questions. And there is one in the chat box already. Um, Someone asked the question. Okay. I'm just trying to confirm. Um, okay. So if you want to ask a question, you can start dropping it in the chat box. Just 3 questions. 3 questions. Just 3 questions, guys. Just 3 questions. I saw a question. Now, okay, so someone asked, Ola Shukbo Sulaiman asked the question, how do you identify your strengths and how can you translate it to a tech feed? This is the first question we have. How do you identify your strengths and how can you translate it to a tech feed? And the second question, as you mentioned, some skills in tech eventually become obsolete. What skills do you think we should focus on learning that will keep us relevant in the tech industry for a long time? Now, Tiki, are you with us,
Okay,
sir?
so
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, I'm here. So I think let me start from the second question, right? Yes, test skills will fade off some, right? Some will fade off. However, one thing will remain, which is creativity, right? So if you are learning any skill, you should be able to learn that skill such that you can, should I say, you can be able to adopt that skill in another framework. What I mean is, you're a software developer. Sorry that I keep using software developer. That is the easiest example we can use, right? You're a software developer, right? There are some basic things programming will teach you: logic, creativity, solving problems. Irrespective of this tool you're using, whether you're writing .NET or you're writing Java or anything, as long as you learn the core, the basics of those things, you'll be able to write any framework. You'll be able to handle anything. The same thing has to do with graphics design or anything. Yes, the tools may change, but the core basic knowledge does not change, right? The only thing that changes is the way they want to do it, but the concept is still the same thing. So you just need to be creative in whatever you are learning. You are not learning, you are not cramming, all right? Learning is not cramming. You don't cram tech, right? You learn it such that this is how they did something. You should be able to derive 3 or 4 ways of doing that thing in another way. So if a tool becomes obsolete in the near future, you already know the concepts. Irrespective of any tool they bring, you're able to learn it in 1 or 2 days. Those are how software developers scale in their learning. They already have the baseline knowledge, which has to do with logic, creativity, and some other things, which we don't really pay attention to. We pay attention to the hard skills without focusing on the soft skills behind those hard skills, what those hard skills actually want to teach us, right? So be creative. Once you have this, your creativity, irrespective of the tool that comes in the future, you'll be able to learn it sharp and move on with it. and any other one that comes after that. Then the first question is, should I say how to identify my why? Let me just frame it like that. So it's easy, right? Start with something small. Oh, I like solving puzzles. So that's why I said it's self-awareness. You need to sit and know yourself first, all right? Know yourself, know your weakness and your strengths, right? I like solving puzzles. Oh, that's my small why. Then go ahead and do maybe 3 small projects, right? Notice which one gave you energy and which one drained you. You can try software engineer, data analyst, and maybe cybersecurity in the short while. If software engineer wants to, should I use the word kill you, just drop it. If you enjoy data analysis because you are seeing what you are doing, right? You love it and you say that, oh, you are not even tired of doing it, then you should look into that direction, right? So your why emerges from action, not really meditation. Yes, you sit, you meditate over it, but you take action. You just don't meditate and conclude. You meditate over it, you do your self-awareness, then you take action by doing something. And as an example, just do 3 small projects, right? In 3 core areas you feel, oh, these are the things I want to do. Then look at the ones that drain you and look at the ones that give you energy. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
Yeah, so I don't know, moderator, I think I'm done
Oh,
with both
thank you so much,
questions.
TQ.
I don't
Thank
know
you
if
so
we
much
have
for answering.
any
Okay.
other question.
All right. I think there is one in the chat box. Okay. I do appreciate it. Oh, someone is Abdugani Rahima. Kindly unmute yourself and ask your question. Abdugani Rahima.
I'm sorry, man. It was a mistake, man.
Abdugani
Yeah, I
Rahima.
can hear you.
Okay.
You're muted, Abdugani or something. You're muted in case you're talking.
Oh, she said it was a mistake. So, okay. Thank you so much,
Oh, okay.
TQ, for answering our questions. He made mention of something again. He said, be creative. Like creativity is very, very important. You don't cram tech. According to what he said, you don't cram in tech, rather. You learn and you try to like okay form your own solution, try to be different, be unique. All these are very, very important. I hope we all have them in our jotters. Please, we are just getting started, and I don't want to scare every one of us. I don't want to scare you guys, but it is certain. All right, Tiki, go ahead, sir.
Okay, I saw someone tag a question on the chat. And the person said there's a question still pending. So I think let me try and go to that question. Did you
How
say
do
it
I
or is
use
just on my
tech?
end?
Yes, how do I use tech
Okay, how do I
as
use
a
tech
healthcare
as a
professional?
healthcare professional? So tech is for everyone, right? We have, should I say, I have an article I categorize tech into 3 areas. The builders, right? The builders, the people that build solutions. Those are the software developers and the rest. Then we have should I call them the managers? The people that support solutions, right? Or scale it up, do some other things. Those are where the app support, product managers, project managers, and all those things fall into. And then we have the users, right? which are each and every one of us. And some can be the three, all right? Some can be two, and some can be one. So using tech as a healthcare professional, so you can just categorize yourself into a tech user or a tech builder. So if you are in the healthcare sector and you feel you have core strengths in building solutions, then go ahead and do it because you're in the sector. You know what happens in that sector. You know how things are done. For example, let's say it's an hospital. You know, people clock in, come in, do this, their register and book a doctor, go to the pharmacy and all those things. You can turn it into a solution. People do not need to come with papers or anything again. Just book from your home, give them an appointment time, come in, see a doctor, communicate their drugs to them via online and the rest. You can build a solution surrounding that. That's as a tech builder, right? Now, as a manager, right? If you are into maybe you learned SRE or anything, there are tools that are being used. I don't know any of them at the moment because I'm not in the healthcare line, but there are tools, and I'm very sure, tools that are being used in the hospital, tools that are being used for lab related things, tools that are being used in the pharmacy to book, to sell drugs and all those things. So there are tools like that. If you are into SRE, cellular reliability engineer, then you can manage those tools. You can go and learn SRE, go into the healthcare industry and say, I can manage these tools, I can deploy your solutions, I can fix issues users are having on these tools and the rest. Why the last one? You can be a user, right? So what you just need is to learn how to use those tools. You won't be the same as someone that does not even know tech at all, right? You want to be a user of those tools in the healthcare line, those applications you guys use for in the lab, sending of results, analyzing results, scanning and all those things. You learn the core tech behind them. You are not the same thing as as a medical person again. So just categorize yourself into any of those spaces and you can actually be important in the healthcare industry. I think that suffices as an answer.
All right. Thank you so much, TQ. Thank you. Please, let's react. Let's react. Clapping reaction. Thank you so much. We really appreciate. I hope I'm very sure we've learned. There's only for me to ask that question. I hope we've learned something. No, it is certain that we've learned one or two things. So we move on to the next. So before we end today's or tonight's session, let's just quickly take this icebreaker for the last icebreaker. What's one thing you thought tech would be versus what it actually is? What's one thing you thought tech would be versus what it actually is? Now, let's see question. Let's see answers. What is one thing you thought tech would be versus what it actually is? Yeah, I'm waiting. What is one thing you thought tech would be? Let me raise my voice. I think I'm talking calmly. What is one thing you thought tech would be versus what it actually is? Nobody's typing, nothing in the chat box. Should we just end the call? No, shouldn't. All right, since you guys are not interested, let's just move on. Okay, I thought it was all action movies, hacking and all that, but it's actually a way of life. Azal, I thought it was all action movies, hacking and all that, but it is actually a way of life. I don't know. I don't know. I cannot relate. Let me read it once again. I thought it was all action movies, hacking and all that. Okay, but it's actually a way of life. How is it a way of life? Well, okay. Smooth sailing, but full of ups and downs. I thought it would be easy and a smooth ride, but it is very, very challenging. Aruna Adamu, please which stack or what stack rather? I hope it is not web dev. Well, you're just getting started. Sorry. I thought tech was stressful. Wow, this person must be a scholar. Akiyode Abdul Hakim. You must be a scholar. I thought tech was stressful, so it is not stressful. Scholar. Thank you so much, everybody. We really appreciate. Of course, we are going to share the slide with every one of us. Of course, we are going to share it with every one of us. I thought it was complex, but now I'm finding it easy. Hey, you guys are just getting started though. I thought it was just having a laptop and internet, but it's actually an emotional roller coaster with errors. I'm sure this person is a web dev fellow. I'm very sure. I thought it's not for everyone, but it's actually for everyone. Just know your strength and pick your niche. So let me tell you, it is not for everyone. Tech is not for everyone. That one is certain. It's not for everyone. Thought it was going to be very easy, but it requires more time to practice and be better. That is it. It requires more time. You need to give it time to practice. Practice every time, every day, every second for you to get better. Yeah, thank you for
For
all the knowledge shared
sorry,
today.
for
It
we
was
that
really insightful. Thank you. Is
cannot
someone saying something?
yes,
Yes?
yes. For we that cannot make use of chat box.
Is someone saying something?
I'm saying something here.
Who is the
Can you hear me?
person? Yes.
Can you hear me? I say
Yes.
I can't make use of my chat box. So I thought it was simple, but it was complex.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for participating, for engaging. We really appreciate. So, on to the next closing remark from Adeni Halia. Yes, Adeni Halia, I hope you're with us. Kindly unmute yourself and help us with the closing remark. Thank you.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. So I'll be taking the closing remark for tonight's session. As we come to the end of today's session, we want to sincerely thank our speaker for sharing their time, knowledge, and practical insights with us. Your guidance has given us valuable tools and a clearer understanding of what it takes to become truly employable in today's tech industry. To our fellows, thank you for your participation, your thoughtful questions, and your engagement. This is only the beginning. Remember, employability is not a one-time achievement. It is a continuous process of learning, adapting, and improving. The technical skills you are building in this fellowship are powerful, but when combined with strong professional skills, they make you unstoppable. This is just the first of many employability clinics we will host in the coming months, each designed to equip you further for success in your tech career. Let's take what we've learned today and put it into action. Thank you all for being part of this milestone. See you all at the next session. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you so much, Halia. Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you. So someone um sent something to the chat box. Why assigned almost all the tasks to female fellows? Gender inequality at play. So you do not hear Henry when he was reciting when he was taking the when he took the speaker's citation. You did not hear Henry. I have no word for you. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, for participating, for engaging, for joining early. Thank you. We truly, truly, really appreciate. Shout out again to Abdulgani Abdulrahman Olagunju for joining early. So we owe you a gift. Reach out to me. Yes, reach out to me. Reach out to me via DM. We owe you a gift. Shout out to him. Shout out. You can see the way I'm shouting. Shout out to Abdulgani. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. I'm coming. Yeah, see you at the next one. Thank you for being part of this milestone. We really appreciate. So, a word for IoTB Tech before we leave. A word for IoTB Tech, just a word. A word, Neo, you guys, a word, just one word for IoTB Tech. IoTB, they deliver. Yes, I know now. Thanks for Ekmele. Also, Madeni Aliya, awesome. GO80, Abdugani Abdurrahman, Goats. These people are from Product to Fire. Abejide Sulia. I like your middle name, Abejide. Fire. This is nice. All right. Thank you so much for joining. See you at the next one very soon. Bye. Assalamu alaikum. You guys will not clap for me. A proud con. You not clap for me. Nobody's clapping for me. Thank you.
All right, they will meet you at the back
Bye.
end.